Guys, I hope my video is quite useful for you guys to learn and plus revision of the bones. So the bone I'm holding is the humerus arm bone here. Okay, so this arm bone, the side determination we will learn first. The side determination will be done by this head, which should be in the medial side. Then this groove elevated part which is on the outer side. Then you see here small fossa and here the big fossa. So this big fossa should be on the posterior side. So this is the right humerus bone. Okay, so now we will be learning about the parts of the humerus. It consists of a head, 3 neck. The first neck you must be watching here where I'm keeping my finger is the anatomical neck. Anatomical neck, it divides the head to the other upper part of the humerus bone. Okay, then here it's surgical neck, which divides the upper part to, which separates the upper part to the shaft of the humerus. Okay, then it consists of third bone, which is called as the morphological neck or epiphyseal neck, which is at the junction of the diaphysis and the epiphysis. Okay, just about the surgical neck. Then let us learn about this shaft. This is the anterior surface and this is the posterior surface. So anterior surface is divided into 2 surfaces, one on the medial side and the 2 on the outer side. Second, so the inner surface, medial surface, is called as the anterior medial and the lateral surface is called as the anterior lateral. This line you must be watching. Okay, so the place near hereby, it consists of a nutrient foramen. It's not the real bone, so they have not considered as that important part, so no marking of that. I think so it must be here, I don't know. On the shaft and on the anterior surface there is a nutrient foramen. Okay, then on the lateral side at the upper part, here it is deltoid tuberosity, where the deltoid muscles get attached. Now in next lecture we will be learning about that. Okay, so this was here on the lateral side, it is deltoid tuberosity. So this anterior part, now we will be learning about this lower end. Lower end consists of 2 fossa. The fossa, first I will be telling you the parts. This lateral part is called as the capitulum and the outer medial part is called as the trochlea. Okay, the fossa above the capitulum is called as the radial fossa and the fossa above this trochlea is called as the coronoid fossa. Okay, this is your medial condyle and this is your lateral epicondyle, medial epicondyle and lateral epicondyle. Okay, so on the posterior side there is this radial groove. It's not likely visible because it's not a proper or real bone. So on the posterior surface, on the upper part, on the upper side, we have a radial groove where the radial nerve is there, present. Okay, radial groove. Then this is the posterior surface and then it consists on the lower end, it consists of olecranon fossa, which is attached to the olecranon process of the ulna bone. Okay, that must be I will be teaching you, or I will be sharing that video of the ulna bone. That time I will be showing you this process. This is called as the olecranon fossa and the process which is on the ulna bone is called as the olecranon process. Okay, so that was about our humerus bone. Thank you for watching and subscribe. Please subscribe if you like my videos and if you like the points I am sharing with you, and please share, like and comment. Thank you.